In this quick little video, I want to look at JavaScript flow and execution. Anyway, it's actually going to be a quick little video, and let's just jump into code right away, and you'll see what I mean. In all the examples that we've been doing so far, we've inserted our JavaScript code in between the body and body tags of our HTML. And for the sake of practice and so forth, that's fine. But this can get a little bit messy, especially if we have lots of, our normal web pages with all of our code in there, all our HTML. So one thing you can do is you can actually take your JavaScript and you can stick it in the head. And that's usually where people place the JavaScript code. So let's just run this to see how it looks. And as we can see, everything works fine. So that's the first thing I want to point out. In terms of the actual execution of the code, just like it is with CSS and HTML, the web browser processes code from the top down. So whatever happens up here, in terms of reading the JavaScript code, it reads this first, and then this line, so on. That's why when we reassigned the variable last name, and we gave it the value of first name plus the value of number, it overwrote this previous value here. Why? Because this came after this, because the JavaScript engine read this, then read this, then read this, and we said, oh, let's change the variable last name to this. So this overwrote this. Just keep that in mind when you're working with JavaScript. This may help solve some bugs down the road. So far, we've been including our JavaScript straight in our HTML pages, whether it was in the body or in the head section of our pages. Another thing that we can do is actually include the JavaScript in our pages via the JavaScript link or include tag. So let me show you what that's all about, and you'll see what I mean. I'm just going to delete this. And we're just going to modify this tag. And here it is. It's the source attribute. So I'm just going to use the capabilities of the text editor. So now I've included into this page JavaScript that's found in this file here, code.js. So I'm going to pop open that file. And as you can see here, I have the code from that I had initially in our pages. And I just included it here in a separate file called code.js. JS is short for JavaScript, of course. You notice I have no JavaScript opening and closing tags as I have, let's open up this here, as I have here, right? In the JS file. So I just have the straight JavaScript, that's it. In here, I have this link tag to the JavaScript code. This is much like CSS, and you can think of it the same way. So if I preview this in Firefox, you see the code still works, no problem. Let me just try it again. Here we go. Nick Jimmy Fish. And there you go. You may have noticed in all our examples, as the page loaded, the JavaScript automatically was fired off. So in this case of this page here, our alert box automatically pops open as the page loads. So what we're going to do in the next videos, we're going to look at something called a function that's going to teach you how to control when and how your JavaScript is actually fired off.